A new dawn is set to break for the people in Assam, Manipur and Nagaland. Armed forces patrolling the streets with weapons has been the norm in these regions for about 6 decades. This was because these regions were under the Armed Forces Special Powers Act or AFSPA. On Thursday, Home Minister Amit Shah announced that the centre was withdrawing AFSPA from 23 districts in Assam, partially from 7 districts in Nagaland, 6 districts in Manipur and 1 district in Assam. AFSPA will, however, continue to remain in force in the other parts of these states as well as in parts of Arunachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir. But what is this AFSPA? Why is its removal being welcomed with joy? AFSPA was first passed in Parliament in 1958. The centre or state governor can impose it in either on an entire state or on certain parts of it, after these have been declared disturbed. As per the Act, this is done to maintain law and order. But what critics will point out is that this law allows the armed forces to open fire at will and arrest individuals without any warrants, just on the basis of reasonable suspicion. It also allows them to search the premises of residents without warrants and demolish structures without notice if it believes it to be a safe house of insurgent activities. Most importantly, it grants the security personnel immunity from prosecution. Due to this, it has been called a draconian law which has been misused by the forces. For over 60 years, the people of Northeast have suffered under this rule. Their normal lives were disrupted, movement restricted, and they were always under the watchful eyes of the forces. Despite several petitions in courts, protest demonstrations, and even appeals in parliament, AFSPA continued to be in force in these regions. Then, in 2012, a writ petition in Supreme Court claimed that there were 1,528 fake encounters under AFSPA between 1979 and 2012, just in Nagaland. When the court appointed a commission to probe 6 of these cases, it found that all the 6 were fake encounters. Similarly, in Manipur, the Supreme Court is looking into extrajudicial killings. The CBI has so far investigated 39 cases and filed charge sheets in 29 of these cases. But the union government has denied permission to investigate paramilitary force personnel, as a result of which several of these cases have been stalled. In addition to these cases, what worked against AFSPA's continuance is that the number of insurgency has gone down significantly. According to data, militancy incidents have reduced by 74% between 2014 and 2021. Similarly, the number of deaths of security personnel and civilians have also come down by 60% and 84% respectively. Around 7,000 militants have also surrendered in these regions in the last few years. Assam also saw the Bodo Accord being signed in 2020, resolving a 50-year-old conflict with the Bodo tribes. In 2021, the dispute over Assam's Karbi region was also settled with a Karbi-Anglong agreement. Removing AFSPA will now demilitarize these regions and lift restrictions on residents. The scars left by the misuse of AFSPA cannot be undone, but with its withdrawal, these regions can now look forward to normalcy. A Federal Report.